downward spiral began on that fateful day in September 2001. A steady line of wakes, funerals, bagpipes, crying widows, and little lost children became a bit too much to bear. I was in the toilet. I was depressed, I was angry, I was scared, insolent, I'd come up with a million words. Man, oh man, oh man, when you are down in that pit, every time you put one step up, another step brings you back down again. And I worked a 14-hour shift one day and I just had enough. I went to the bar, got drunk, came home. My doctor prescribed some sleeping pills to me because I wasn't sleeping. So I decided to eat 3, 4, 5, I don't remember. Put them in my mouth in front of my wife. She dug them out of my mouth, thank God, because I wouldn't be here right now. I wasn't trying to kill myself. I was just drunk and stupid. I didn't think for 1 minute about my friends, my family, my children. Not 1 minute I thought about me. What an idiot. What a stupid, foolish, idiotic thing to do. For what? Because I was stressed out?
So, Garry, I know you came in here because you were very, very stressed and you wanted some sort of tools to manage your stress, and you were feeling very angry and irritable a lot of the time and you wanted to try to manage that. But I don't think it's just a matter of stress management. I think you have a diagnosis called post-traumatic stress disorder.
Well, I knew something was wrong, but post-traumatic stress disorder is not what I expected. I thought just soldiers have that. I guess it's not that all uncommon, especially after the events of 9/11.
Particularly PTSD, it affects our body, mind, and spirit. And so if you keep getting exposed, you keep triggering your system into the fight or flight response system, then you can end up with physical diseases. Some of the digestive ones would be IBS, Crohn's disease, diverticulitis. Now there's other variables that go into that, but stress is going to make it more likely that you may then have any of those diseases.
I picked myself up and got busy, very busy. Staying busy kept my mind off of a lot of things, but the stress levels, well, they remained, and so did the anger. I do things at a rate of speed of probably 150 miles an hour. One particular day comes to mind when everything seemed to go just a little wrong. If I didn't know any better, I was thinking the world was out to get me. And no matter what I did that day, I got tripped up.
Thank you for calling Bullocks Bank. Para español, marque el número 2.
No hable español.
Your call is important to us. Please hold for the next available representative. The average wait time is 15 minutes. Please continue to hold.
Where are you?
No, I'm just running a little late. You know I had that summer stock
I
thing,
don't
Garry.
care. I'm waiting over an hour for you,
Yeah,
man.
no, I'm on my way.
I have to get to the bank, okay? If I miss the bank, I'm gonna miss my flight. If I miss my flight, I'm gonna choke you. What am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with you? What?
You?
Don't worry about me. Worry about you.
All right, here.
What's this?
I just got a little creative.
You got creative.
Yeah.
On my time. I gotta get to the bank, and I gotta get on a
I
plane.
understand it, but you also
You
need
blew
to
my
calm
day.
down.
Don't worry about me coming
A
down.
little meditation. How about thinking about, I got a friend that's doing that Tai Chi thing and
Tai Chi.
raving it.
Here's your Tai Chi. Here's your Tai Chi. Be on time. It wouldn't be like this. Here's your Tai Chi. What is this moron doing? This guy's right up my ass. Oh! Jerk off! What are you doing? You've been tailgating me and you just cut me off.
You pulled over to the curb.
I did not pull over, I was driving.
You were driving?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
correct.
2 miles an hour you drive.
That's my business how I drive,
That's
all
your
right?
business how you drive?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go places. I
You gotta go places?
Yeah.
How would you like to go to the hospital?
Oh, you want to threaten me now?
Yeah, I'll threaten you.
You're gonna threaten me?
Yeah.
You know, why don't you follow me?
Pull over. Pull over.
Phone, please say a command.
Call Bullock's Bank.
No work number. Call Porky on cell?
I didn't say call Porky. Call Bullock's Bank.
No work number. Call Porky on cell?
No! Call Bullock's Bank, you dumb whore. Stupid whore. Oh, shit! Oh, no!
Morning, sir. I pulled you over for use of hands-free cell phone. I need your license, registration, insurance,
Oh, but
please.
you don't understand. I'm having a problem with this bitch.
Okay, what bitch are you referring to?
This
sir?
bitch, look. Her.
Phone, please say a
She
command.
doesn't understand me, man. I really don't want to
But
use
you
it.
had your phone in your hand. I need your license, registration, insurance.
Oh, this is such bull crap.
Show you on the
I
phone.
didn't
I need-
understand you. Please try again.
You didn't understand because you're stupid! Sorry.
Please say a command.
Shut up! That's my command. Shut up!
Okay, sir, this is your summons. If you got any questions, just call the number on the back. The girls in the office answering all the questions that you have.
I don't want to talk to no girls. I don't want no summons.
Here's your driver's
There's a
license, sir.
misunderstanding.
No, it's not a misunderstanding. I saw you talking on the cell phone, okay?
I told you I was trying to use the hands-free.
Oh, well, the hands-free is
Give a
in the
guy-
car. The hands-free is
Dude,
not on
give
your
a
phone.
guy
You
a
had-
break, man. She
Sir,
don't
here's-
understand
sir,
me.
here's your summons, okay?
I don't want it.
Okay, here you go. You have a good day.
No, you have a good day. I'm having a bad day. My head was about to explode. And from taking all this internal frustration, anger, and stress, eventually your engine overheats and it breaks down. Why am I here? What brought me here? I didn't know what created this. And I realized it's me. I put me here. My stress levels became uncontrollable and they ate away at my insides and they landed me right here. I did a lot of soul searching here, and laying in this hospital bed was just not a place that I want to be in ever again. I realize the most important things in my life are my family. And I can't be there for them in the shape that I'm in.
Look who's here.
Oh my God, it's family.
You too.
I'll never forget the sadness in their eyes and their deep, deep looks of concern. And that in itself is enough to make you want to change. I'm going to have to break the cycle or it's going to break me. His birthday boy. Yeah, I got home on your birthday.
How you doing? All right. Good, man. Good. You okay? Geez, that was an ordeal you went through, huh?
Unfortunately, it happens to a lot of us, especially this stupid business.
I'm sweating, man.
I try and take it in a notch, you know. I'm really doing. I'm doing my best to start a new me. I'm trying to find the perfect answer to how to deal with it, because sometimes it's force-fed, you know? Stress is force-fed.
Yeah. Well, you know what you can do for stress? You know what's good for stress? Yoga. My daughter teaches yoga.
Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Sweep the arms up, leaving the past behind you, although it had to get you to where you are. Nice. Take one inhale here. Exhale, fold forward, and then fly back. Inhale, come to a flat back. Keep the hands on the earth. Finding your space if you've arrived a little late. It's just coming to meet us.
I apologize. First time here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Exhale, downward facing dog. Letting maybe something from your past go as you look through your legs. Maybe there's something that's not working for you anymore. Then you can make a decision right now to leave it there in the past, letting it go for good.
It's a little hot here.
He joins a hot yoga class.
Yeah, no shit. Could you put on air conditioner?
Fake it till you make it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Meet us somewhere.
Your mind.
Inhale, right foot steps forward in between the hands, coming to warrior one. And then exhale, draw the hands to the earth and press back to plank. This time, lower down, flow push-up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Onto the belly. Take a rest. Take a moment. Reconnect to your breath.
It's hot in here.
And exhale. Inhale. Look forward. Exhale. And now we move. Press yourself back to child's pose. Staying in your feet. Beautiful.
Paige, I can't do
Just
anything.
sit.
Yes,
Sit in
I'm gonna go
child's
sit on my
pose.
couch in my
Sit in
child's pose.
child's pose.
I can't even
Reach.
walk.
Tai Chi. That's what you should do. I can see you doing Tai Chi.
You two with the Tai Chi.
Well, I want to say about Tai Chi.
That the guy that stresses me out the most,
Who's that?
Lou Martini Jr., mentioned Tai Chi to me.
Lou Martini. Is that the guy who thinks he's still in The Sopranos?
Yeah, exactly.
Did anybody tell him it's over? got a dog.
I got one of those.
You know what? Mating is a very good thing. I think that relieves stress.
What is?
Mating. Even if you just practice mating. You saw the birds and squirrels out. All the birds and squirrels, all mating time. I'm looking out in the trees. Everybody's doing it.
My journey started off in Chinatown. I've been to this place so many times before. I never really took in all that Chinatown has to offer. The weird quirkiness of the town folk, to the unrecognizable wares that they sell in front of other shops. I also love the funny play on words of Chinatown store names. I don't know if it's unintentional or an intellectual jab at English slang. I still do not understand exactly what I'm looking for. Everything here seems so tranquil, and that is an excellent start to searching for eternal peace. My gaze is focused on Buddha, and my do they come in all various shapes, colors, and sizes.
The ginkgo.
Ginkgo's good for stress?
Yeah.
Is that the only one?
Yeah. And okay, and that for the brain.
No pain.
For brain. For brain, not pain. Brain.
For your brain?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good for your brain.
Yeah.
Hope it works. Serenity and tranquility remedy. You can go from spiritual to bizarre in a heartbeat. They sure do peddle a lot of the weird stuff here too. It's time to move on and search other places that have the serenity I so search to find. Chinatown's just too busy and commercial for what I seek.
Hi, Gar.
Oh, hi.
Thank you for coming.
I was introduced to Patrick and Kasia. They have a Center for Body Language, which it kind of intrigued me, as body language is a big part of who you are. So I gave it a shot.
When we experience stress, our perspective narrows down so much that we see only ugly places, angry faces, and annoying things.
It's like living your life in a void, in an abyss.
And to be able to see the whole perspective again, you need to be able to climb out of that abyss and climb up a mountain and see the view, the sky above, the sun and the stars.
And you can find your mountain by meditation, managing your emotions, or you can venture out and climb a real mountain.
You just need the courage to embark on this journey.
And discover that there is much more to life than just sorrow, despair and anger.
And that in itself can be the change you really need.
Most animals in our kingdom deal with stress in different ways.
But there's one thing they all have in common, is they know how to rest and de-stress after being stressed.
It's one common trait we never inherited from the animal kingdom. So we all need to learn the values and the ability to be able to de-stress.
And our lack of concern and the inability to de-stress is what creates most of the health problems we all experience.
You need to learn this evaluation as well. and quickly before your next trip to the hospital becomes your last trip.
I tried yoga, I tried Tai Chi, I even went to Chinatown in search of Buddha and Buddhism. But that's really just not me. I knew I had to go out and find my Zen by myself. I went to see my brother after a long absence in my life, 17 years to be exact. And I knew I still had a hole in my heart that needed to be sewn up. And that missing hole was seeing my brother again.
I wish I had a time machine, so I wouldn't have to dream. I understand you need to be a million miles away from me.
I invited him down to Florida to help him resolve his stress issues and help him find some peace.
We didn't talk since my mom passed away 17, 18 years ago.
We had a fight, and to be honest, I'm not even sure that I remember what it was about. But we just, it drove us away from each other, and just the thought of reconciling with him and how to go about it was stressful for me. You know, I hadn't even considered it, and for the longest time, you know, Garry has been a non-issue in my life.
He didn't want to see me the next time in a casket. And if that isn't somebody giving you a wake-up call and saying, hey man, you know, you're my flesh and blood. We come from the same parents, and I don't want to lose you. That's powerful shit.
And it's helped the both of us. When the weather's right, I get out in my boat and I don't have any traffic lights. It's just so wonderful. What a wonderful ocean it is out here. You're not thinking about anything but what your situation is out there. You're not thinking about the issues that are on land. And when you're not thinking about those issues, you're not suffering from them.
I like big fish and I cannot lie. Other fellas can't deny.
All right, just concentrate on what you're doing.
He's the one who's trying to put the brakes on you too. Rein you in, you know. He's like, yeah, let me rein this boy in a little bit. I miss my brother a lot.
It was very rewarding for me, and to get back together with Garry and do some of the things that we loved to do together when our relationship was better.
Not only did I go down and reconcile my relationship with my brother, but he introduced me to a most wonderful, fantastic human being. And her exuberance and perseverance and the pursuit of happiness was just remarkable.
When I was 6 months old, I had a high fever, roseola, like a lot of babies do. And mine caused brain damage. And I have cerebral palsy, and it affects my whole body. Not my mental abilities, but my physical abilities. I cannot use my right arm hardly at all. My right leg used to give me a lot of pain. I cannot drive with my right foot like most people because I don't have enough control over it. Pretty much everything is affected by it. I found a great guy, and he taught me how to live. More than that, he taught me how to have fun. Never had fun like that. So I guess that's why I smile so much now.
Nothing is going to change her optimism, even though she's got obvious issues. It's just inspiring.
When I was younger, I really didn't have much stress because I didn't have much pain. But as I got older, the pain started. The not being able to do what I could do last year started. And it really got me discouraged and therefore stressed.
Hi Robbie, how are you doing today?
I feel better.
Great, okay. Doctor will be with you in a little bit.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Ho is giving me scalp acupuncture, and I've had 14 treatments so far.
This is Dr. Ho, and I graduated from a University of Traditional Chinese Medicine in Shanghai.
He says the problem is with my liver. He doesn't care about the brain damage that occurred.
The stress attacked 2 organs in Chinese medicine. First one is the liver. Second one is the heart, all caused by stress. So we treat the first things first, we treat the liver. How to treat? We use the acupuncture to soothing the liver qi. Okay. Okay, well, how many times I treat you already, rough idea?
14.
14? What do you feel?
I feel a calming sensation. I feel like my muscles have been unscrewed. They've been relaxed.
Mm-hmm. How about your happiness, your appetite, and your walking?
I'm always happy.
Okay, that's good. You happy girl?
Yes, I'm always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used my qi to stimulate the needles, give the patient the qi. Patient, the qi getting strong. Immune system getting strong, and the qi getting strong, energy getting strong, they're getting better. If you have a stress, you need to do qigong exercise. Then make the negative qi come out, bring the good qi get in, circulation. Just like swimming pool water. Take a water, old water, come out, and new water get in more fresh. Then you feel all fresh.
Hi, Dr.
Hi.
Ho. How are you?
Good, good. How about you?
I'm very good.
Okay.
I'd like to work on this, what you were telling me about, the distressing of the liver and that exercise.
Go down. Breathing in, nose in. Then push, hold. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Mouth out. Put in the right hand side, right. Okay? Then put on top. Okay, then follow me. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. I'm really happy. I feel released. I don't have this bad day. Now I'm okay, everything, you know. This is what we call the liver qi stagnation. If you say ha ha ha, you release the stagnation qi. When you do the breathing exercise, internal organ are working, your liver is not steady like stone. You feel good. Ha 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 ha. You know, you get to do like this. So anyone will, you know, no depressed, no, you know, and this kind of stress.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Yes, laughter is the best medicine.
I mean, it's hard. It's really hard when you've been in a wheelchair for almost 43 years. But I'm starting to see myself in my mind getting up and walk, and it's the weirdest thought I've ever had. But I'm starting to see it more and more. So I've been searching for a railing that I could walk with, holding on to. And I finally found these steps, and they're right in my backyard. So I come over to them, and I walk up the steps, around the platform, and down the steps. That helps me get my body back to where it should be. My main goal in life is to have fun. I think that should be everybody's goal in life, is to have fun. We'd have less stressed people. Everyone should smile. I met someone that said people in New York do not smile. I smiled at every one of them when I was on vacation. They looked at me really strange, especially the toll takers. But you have to have a good time with life. Otherwise, what's the use in living?
Oh, Vegas? That place is just not good for somebody who's trying to find his zen. This place ain't gonna work. I rented a truck and hightailed it out of Vegas as fast as I could. I got on the road, headed north. I headed to Utah in search of Shangri-La and paradise, and I found it in Zion National Park. My first experience with Zion National Park was a few years back, and I didn't really get a chance to enjoy it, but I knew I had to go back there again, and I wanted to go back there by myself. Hello?
So where are you?
I'm on a mountain.
Did you say a mountain? Where?
Utah.
Utah? Gary, what the
I'm
fuck?
searching for my zen, Nick.
Searching for your what?
I came up to this beautiful mountain to search for my zen. And you call. What's up?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me because I'm on top of a mountain and the reception sucks. What's so important?
I have some news for you, but I can't give it to you until you get here.
Oh, please. I don't have time for this. Just tell me what you need to tell me so I can relax.
Now, when you get home.
When I get home, I'm going to kick your ass. Tell me what it is.
What? This reception is horrifying. Text me.
All right. Goodbye.
What?
Oh, no. No, not lick. Rule number 1, never, ever answer your phone on top of a mountain. Rule number 2, always check your text messages before you hit send. I think on top of that mountain in Zion is where I left all my stress behind. I think that was the road, the actual road to recovery, when all was quiet and I was at peace with myself, and the only thing that separated me from the heavens was the big blue sky above. I really sat down and figured, hey, this is where I am going to start to change in my life. My goals are simple. I'm going to help those that need my help and learn from those who have suffered more than me.
Driving to small towns, never ending highways. I'm bound to run out of gas one of these days.
I got in a truck, got on the road, and headed to the American Southwest. I wanted to see the desert, and no, it wasn't to cook meth. I was going down to Albuquerque, New Mexico to meet a very special lady who lived to 106 years old, and I wanted to find out her secret on how to live a long and prosperous life.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me in your house. When were you born?
October the 23rd, 1907.
Wow. 1907?
Mm-hmm.
God bless you.
And so then I'm here now. And this is my home.
It's beautiful here.
My home.
It's a little caliente,
Sí.
but it's beautiful here. How did you stay no stress?
I get everything except liver.
I don't like liver either. No, I don't like that.
Except liver.
So that's
no.
the secret. My mother used to tell me, eat liver, you live old. Lies. I was lied to. Lies, lies, lies.
I don't like liver.
Me either. Let's shake on that one. No liver for us.
Okay.
My mother lied to me. How she lied. What does it keep to happiness?
I don't know. It's because God wants me to be here. I guess. And I'm happy all the time. With my family, I be happy all my years.
All your years you're happy.
And everybody with all the family, I love them all, and they love me.
I learned a valuable lesson that you have to have love in your heart and love for your family, which gave me more incentive to get home as quick as possible. As I traveled down and through Oklahoma, I saw a town that looked vaguely familiar to me. And I remembered only a few months back, it dealt with a terrible, terrible tragedy.
Breaking news, the worst of Mother Nature takes a direct hit on Oklahoma City suburbs.
Breaking news, the deadly toll in Oklahoma as Mother Nature's wrecking ball tears a path across a wide area, taking aim at suburban schools.
It just tore through it like a truck just run right through the center of it.
People call it nature. Maybe it is nature to a certain degree, but who controls nature?
There's a darkness deep inside. You hold within. You run and hide. Find some strength inside your soul. Shine some light. Fill the hole.
Growing up in Ouachita County in western Oklahoma many years ago, we had tornadoes. Yes, it was stressful growing up. You know, if you were in a hurricane area, you dodged the hurricanes. You're in the tornado area, you dodge the tornadoes. We had bad tornadoes and we had destruction, but we had nothing like this.
While driving around and looking out over the ruins, I stumbled upon this woman with a very interesting story of her own.
My name's Stephanie Tillman, and I'm the founder of a group called Hope Raisers. And Hope Raisers are just a group of individuals from across our country that have all experienced life storms. Some of them look similar to what's happened in Moore, Oklahoma, but some of them look much different. But each storm is significant and tragic in its own right. And each Hope Raiser has went through their storm, come out on the other side, and knew that everything was going to be okay and found hope. And so the mission of Hope Raisers is to take the hope that we found at the end of our trial and take it and give it to somebody at the beginning of theirs. Kayla Carmona decided to give up her summer to come to Moore, Oklahoma. She's 14 years old, and the reason that she felt that it was time to come to Moore, Oklahoma was because Hope Raisers first met her in Joplin, Missouri, when she experienced the tornado there.
So the day of the tornado, I was actually at church. The pastor was missing, so I went around the back and I looked for the pastor and found him at the back door. And the door was wide open and the tornado was in the parking lot already and there was nothing anybody could do. The walls and ceiling and everything just collapsed. My mom started yelling for names and not everybody responded. In the end, I just lost my father and my sister, and now it's just me, my mom, and 3 other sisters. So there's actually 5 of us girls. So.
We've been through this process of Hope Raisers with her for 1.5 years, and she's one of our strongest advocates. And she was down here in the heat, in the sweat, for 3 months with me all summer long, loving on people, because who knows better what they're going through than a 14-year-old that lost everything.
This is just something that has helped me heal through my tragedy, because just seeing like how everybody else is, it's not just me in the world that's going through, and show them that I'm still standing, and there are days that you can smile, so there's hope. And being able to talk to all these families, it reminds me of what I have been through, and it also shows me that what happened has a purpose, and me being here is that purpose. My advice to everyone here, or anyone, is just to keep up the faith and don't lose sight of hope, because there is always hope, and don't forget that there's a purpose for everything, that God has a plan.
Clear all the wreckage that caused your broken heart. Clear all the wreckage, and you make a brand new start.
Now, it's still hard, obviously, and there's still days, but I think the memories are growing greater than the pain.
Give them 2 or 3 years, come back, fellas. This place will be booming again.
And you make a brand new start.
Hey there, you, why don't you climb aboard?
You know, when you see a town that's devastated like Moore, you realize that life is precious, and it only takes Mother Nature to come along and change everything. While driving home, it dawned on me. We had a very real tragedy right in my home state.
When Hurricane Sandy tore through here last year, I had never thought I'd ever see anything as devastating as this. It was until the next day I started seeing the reports. The devastation.
This is CNN Breaking News.
The breaking news this hour, Hurricane Sandy closing in on southern New Jersey will make landfall very, very soon.
If this track comes true, it is the worst case scenario. Right now, this storm looks like it's going to be headed for millions of people. It's going to be a transitioning system, meaning that perfect storm type scenario.
Well, listen, this has been a devastating storm. As everybody projected it would be here in New Jersey. I mean, New Jersey probably took it in the neck worse than any other state. The Jersey shore of my youth, where we used to go all the time, to the boardwalk at Seaside Heights, it is gone. The pier with the rides, where I took my kids this August, are in the Atlantic Ocean.
So Jody, this is your house, huh?
Yes, I lived here for 47 years. I was born here, from the house looking here.
Wow. So this house had a lot of sentimental meaning to you.
A very lot, yes.
Were you able to salvage anything?
Not much, just like my precious moments and, things that were hanging on the wall.
No pictures and things of that nature?
Some pictures, but they were like stuck together and all.
Welcome, kid.
This is Walter, my fiance, and this is Riley, my daughter.
Nice to meet you. Hi, Riley. Nice to meet you.
I was watching the tides all day long. In normal tides, regular high tides, drove down the road, but the low tide was now the high tide height. And at that time, my neighbor came down the street and we're talking, and there was a leaf on the ground, and as we watched it, the water was just slowly covering the leaf and just advancing and going and going and going. And he looked across the street and the water was just covering that yard, and that's about a 6-8 foot drop down behind that yard. So he looked at the water and he says, "That water?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "That's not good." I said, "No, that's not good."
Walter wasn't as upset as I was because he just kept telling me it was just a house of sticks, but I lived here for 47 years, so it was more than just sticks to me.
I couldn't let anyone. I couldn't let my daughter, couldn't let my wife, my niece. I couldn't let them see me break down. I had to stay strong for them. House, it wasn't just a pile of sticks anymore.
Well, it's your home.
Hello there.
How you doing?
I take it that's your house?
What's left of it, yes.
And you're living in this?
Yes.
Sandy, right?
Yes.
Would you mind if I talk to you a little bit about it?
Not a problem.
Excellent.
Have a seat.
My name is Gary.
I'm Anthony.
Hi, Anthony. You're reading Matthew, you're reading the Bible.
Of course. Greatest story ever told.
Indeed it is. You're a man of faith?
Immense faith.
I guess this tested your faith.
More than tested my faith. And I still smile every day. And one of my favorite sayings is on my coffee mug, and it's on my Bible cover. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans for good, not for evil, to give you hope and a future. So I have hope and I have a future.
This is 9 months later. You had to stay in this all winter.
Yes.
And it was cold.
It was cold. We used some of the hay over here to insulate underneath during the winter. My wife, my daughter, and I are in there, and it's tight. And I like to say it's cozy. So cozy, if you step on my foot one more time, I'll kill you. But yes,
at least you got a sense of humor.
It's cozy.
I live north of here, and we got the brunt of the storm, but nothing like this. I lost a boat, and I was upset because that was my sanctuary. But when I see this, it's such a broad spectrum of loss between life and people's homes that a boat is not considered anything important anymore. It's immaterial.
Home is where you're safe. Home is everything. Home is your world. It's the center of your world. And when you take that away from people, they're lost. My grandfather built this house in 1960, and we never had a drop of water. And this is our water line from Sandy.
That's amazing. The ocean came up to here.
My daughter, when she went to school, she would text me when she got home. I'm home. My wife would text if I'm still at work, I'm home. We've been in this trailer for almost 9 months. We call it the trailer. It's not home. My daughter texted me when she was in school, I'm at the trailer. She doesn't say I'm home. There's times my wife and I are in there, and we're going to bed. And just something as simple as we want to go home. You know, it's something like that. You gotta keep going for that. I want to bring my family home.
The stress. How do you deal with the stress, though? How?
Sometimes it gets you. There's plenty of times I'm in the shower by myself crying my eyes out because it's got to come out. My wife and I also go to counseling, and they said we have post-traumatic stress, and they encourage communication. My wife is such a great partner. We talk to each other and we communicate. The main thing is to get it out.
Thank God my wife's been there for me, with our children, because, man, I've gone through some dark days. And you feel bad for them. You feel bad for your family because they almost become the whipping post sometimes. You're going to look at that glass always as half full. No matter what happens, it's always half full.
I like saying it was full and I drank half of it.
Okay, that works for me too.
Clear all the wreckage that caused your broken heart. Clear all the wreckage and you make a brand new start.
The story with the tree, it basically became a kind of a community symbol for hope and trying to put this community back together. The tree's basically set up where it is because that's exactly where it washed up. The storm brought it out of somebody's garage. It arrived here in a bag. I kept passing the bag and it was just nagging at me. It looks like a Christmas tree bag. So I opened it up the one night and sure enough, that's what a Christmas tree bag, all intact. I would love to say that it was, I'm going to create this community thing and it's going to be all about like love and peace and this is going to be a great symbol. But honestly, the first day of setting up the tree, it was like a middle finger to like the whole storm of, I'm going to stick it right here. I'm going to put it here. And I put that in the ground. And I was like, you know what, I'll come back, I'll find some cheap ornaments, I'll go to Target, I'll find some cheap ornaments, I'll throw it up there and that'll be my big like, haha, I put a Christmas tree up. Little did I know that people would find it the next day very quickly. And then the ornaments came. And it was a lot of them. And something that started, something that started angry, it became something else. But every day I would come and there'd be more of them. I was like, where are they all coming from? And then there's ones like from Texas, from Florida, like messages written on them.
And it's become the tree of hope.
It has. It's become the tree of hope there. And when you've got some kind of symbol, when it's not a face, it's not a name, you've got like some kind of symbol that, somehow things are going to be all right. And there's a community out there and there's lots of people that are in the same situation. There's lots of people out there that feel the same way. it helps sometimes. It's not just us alone facing this. So I've been really proud that it took on that part of things with the community.
It doesn't really matter where you live. I think the one thing that everybody has in common is the fact that they just want to go home. And home is where the heart is. I get that. Is this awesome or what?
Oh yeah. They always say a bad day of fishing is always better than a great day at work.
I needed this, man. And I'm sure if I needed it, you needed it twice as much as me.
Oh yeah.
I never did get to ask you about that day. The day.
The day. I never lost conscience about what happened. You know, I was on a routine patrol in Afghanistan in the Arghandab Valley. And I hopped over a wall and I stepped on an IED and lost both my legs, my left arm, and lost a very good friend of mine. I'm fine. There's ups and downs, but you always find a way to keep the good spirit up. You know, my thing is fishing. I love to fish. So if I have a bad day, I just come out to the fish, talk to myself for a little while, and then it all goes away.
We gotta catch some fish. You ready to catch some fish?
I'm ready to catch some fish.
All right, let's catch some fish.
Let's go.
He looked down from the airplane. Crack in the clouds opened up. He saw the Garden of Eden, an island in the sea, staring at the birth of creation. The earth and the people.
I didn't lose my legs and my arm in vain. You know, right. Before I went out, before I got injured, my good friend of mine, he lost his leg and he got blown up before. And so we pretty much were next door to each other when we went to Walter Reed Hospital. So you know, he didn't want to get involved in anything. He just stayed in bed and didn't eat. He didn't want to do anything for himself. As soon as I was able to get into a wheelchair, as soon as they gave me a wheelchair, I wheeled myself over to him and got himself out of bed. Forced him to come to the gym with me, lift some weights, get strong again. You know, even though we can't get back into the fight in Afghanistan, but we get back into the fight of life. You know, sometimes people need that little push and a little slap in the head and let's get this stuff together. Let's get their act together. There's so many ways you can deal with it. Get something that you like. You know, everyone loves something. Go do it. Do it as much often as you can. And relax.
Oh! Did your arm just fart? Huh?
That was you.
No, it wasn't me.
Yeah, it was.
No.
I don't even know when you're farting.
Bro, come on, that wasn't me. That just came out of your wrong.
So, Mountain Man, did you find what you're looking for?
Yes, I did.
You're Zen.
Yeah.
You were starting to worry me. Your text, it kind of threw me. Maybe you were up on that mountain too long with the billy goats.
I got big thumbs, and I can't see. You know what I meant. I was going to kick your ass. So, what's so important?
It's done.
What's done?
The deal with Bullet's Bank and the investors. They don't want to litigate.
Really?
And neither should you. You came back with a clear head. Keep it that way.
You know, my Zen, new attitude, positive. Things are going to change because I'm going to make them change, Nick. Thanks, brother.
Not yet. I need you to sign a few documents.
documents. This is insanity.
And they're all in order.
I hope that what I'm about to pass on to you tonight will bring hope to you. Tonight we are one orb, one family, one group. And I'm going to talk to you about a deadly killer. Something that probably takes more lives than anything on this planet. And that is stress. One thing I've learned about it is we manufacture it. Stress can start off as soon as you wake up. This thing. The snooze alarm. 3 times you press this button and you are a half hour late. You will be late for the rest of the day because of that stupid snooze alarm. For what? The almighty dollar. Not worth much nowadays, is it? Passed down like a plague from our parents. Work, work, work. The harder you work, the better it is. Our parents, most of the time, at least mine, they learned how to say no. I heard the word no so many times that when I finally was able to make a living, all I did was say yes. Yes to the new car, yes to the new clothes, yes to the vacations, yes to everything. Yes to my kids. Credit, extended credit, too much credit. You make $50K a year, they giving you $250,000, they know you ain't paying it back. How are you going to pay back a $250,000 debt when you make $50,000 a year? It ain't happening. So what do? We all just get on a machine and we just feed into the machine. We do it. We manufacture it. We have to undo it. Do I want to leave my children in a world that looks like that? Would you? What are we going to do about it? Every one of us here is responsible for what we're going to do about it. Because if I can't change it by myself, I sure do need your help. Sergeant Delberian, on a tour in Afghanistan with his brother, best friend, roadside bomb. Brian comes home with one arm. Got the best spirit I met out of anybody who's in a situation like that. That man's my hero, not Superman, him. Who the frig am I to complain about anything? Honest. The donkey and the elephant. The jackass sniffing the elephant. I can't even get into this. And this isn't even created by us, is it? We get this thrown at us. So you know what? I'm not going to talk about it. One of these days I'm going to get this right. Yin and yang. Circle of life. You put out positive, you get back positive. You put out negative, you get back negative. And believe me, I know all about negative. I was the most negative MFer in the world. You give out bad, you get back bad. You give out good, you'll get back good. I promise you it will happen. This must be your motto and your mantra every day. Nothing is ever that bad. Watch your children. Keep an eye out. Make them happy. Look for signs. Look at your friends. Look at your loved ones. Helping hands. Help each other. Let's make this a perfect world again. And I stress you to de-stress. God bless you. Thank you.
Get you back. Thank you.
Nothing feels better than to get up on that stage, play guitar, belt out a few tunes, look at the crowd, look at their enthusiasm. Man, it's a great feeling. I met the Eddie Testa Band at an event that I did for Sandy Relief. And ever since I played at the Strand with them, we just hit it off. They become my brothers. They're not even just friends, they become brothers. The aura that we have amongst us, and when we play and the good times we have, it's contagious. Absolutely 150% de-stressed every time I get on that stage. You know, I don't know if you can ever live your life without stress. And if you think you can, then you're delusional. That will never, ever, ever happen. Days you'll wake up are gonna be terrific, and there are days you're gonna wake up and they're just gonna suck from the minute you get up. It's how you deal with it, that's the key. It's how you deal with it.
Well, look who's here, Gary. How you been, man?
How you been?
I've been good.
Been traveling a lot.
Yeah, so I hear. What's it been, a year and a half?
Something like that. Yeah, I've been doing that stress thing, you know, making that management thing that we talked about work.
So the advice I gave you helped?
Not a word of it. Well, one thing you did say, try mating. That worked great.
Oh, yeah?
That worked. Hit 50, I found out I'm going to be a daddy again. I was sick 2 years before, and my friends know I was sick. I had a stress-related ailment. It almost killed me because I kept everything in and it just went through my system like a viper. And I'm rewarded with life and this angel. She makes me laugh, she makes me cry. There's not enough words that I have to express the love for my daughter. She's a gift from God, and thank you. She wakes me up, I sleep 2 hours. You know what? I don't care. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. I've turned something that could have been a nightmare into something so beautiful, and I couldn't picture life without her in it.
So brilliant blue,